The fourth referee awarded another penalty try against us. Our confusion grew by the second, but we carried on with unwavering loyalty through what could only be described as the rugby game from hell. My eyes darted in every direction, searching for the next surprise tackle. My fate was sealed. Once again, I was driven into the ground, tasting dirt as one of the referees launched himself at me with full force. He stood up, blew his whistle, and while I spat soil from my mouth, another penalty try was awarded against us. Apparently, I had committed obstruction. As the chaos intensified during the second half, I can say with absolute conviction that not once did my hands touch a rugby ball. We were tackled from the left, the right, and straight down the middle. We were tackled by players, spectators, and referees alike. Forget trying to score points. We were simply trying to dodge surprise attacks and a constant stream of insults. One of our constables received a flying kick to the head from one of those heavy safety boots. He collapsed unconscious onto the field. We instinctively formed a tight circle, trying to protect ourselves from attacks coming from every possible direction. Suddenly, a water boy sprinted onto the field, emptied his entire bucket over our fallen teammate, and raced back for another refill. Fortunately, our teammate regained consciousness, otherwise we may well have witnessed the first drowning ever recorded on a rugby field. Still dazed and struggling to breathe normally, he slowly sat upright. Out of nowhere, two 64s came charging toward him, carrying a stretcher while making ambulance siren noises. With impressive medical precision, they attempted to airlift him off the field. He fell off the stretcher several times, but each time they caught him with determined professionalism. Thankfully, the grass was soft and beautifully maintained, our only real ally throughout this nightmare. Then, to our complete surprise, a penalty was finally awarded in our favor. The flying kicker received a red card and was sent off. The crowd erupted in protest. Our relief lasted all of 3 seconds. The one player was immediately replaced by 5 fresh 64s. Then the giant, bearded muscle man appeared once more and led the team in another terrifying war cry. There were no rules, no structure, only magnificent chaos. During a brief pause, we tried to make sense of everything, rebuild what little confidence remained, and most importantly, stop ourselves from completely losing our minds. Bruised, bleeding, and emotionally defeated, we came up with our own war cry. This will end soon! This will end soon! Bloodied and battered, every one of us had entered survival mode. By now, we had lost 4 men. 3 through injury. 1 through complete disappearance. The final chapter of this unrestricted rugby match continued with even greater madness. At some point, I simply started laughing. It was the only logical response. The laughter spread through our team until every one of us was laughing uncontrollably. None of us could believe we had somehow become part of the most bizarre rugby match ever played. It felt like a reality television show produced inside a psychiatric hospital. In movies, you expect things to become ridiculously over the top. This wasn't a movie. This was reality. Then things became even stranger. The referees started tackling each other. One referee somehow managed to tackle himself. Every living person seemed determined to join the game. Eventually, I found myself sitting peacefully on the soft grass like a spectator at Daffyville. I simply smiled, partly from confusion, partly from relief, mostly from complete disbelief. By now, even the staff members, who were also being tackled, ran onto the field trying desperately to restore some order. After several long minutes, the madness finally settled. To our astonishment, our shell-shocked opponents gently carried us to the dressing room. At this stage, absolutely anything seemed normal. We laughed, although for very different reasons. Theirs was laughter of excitement. Ours was pure relief.
Reflection. Who was really playing the game? Life has a strange way of placing us on fields we never asked to play on. Sometimes the rules make no sense. The referees seem to be against you. Every step forward is met with another tackle, another setback, another penalty you never deserve. You search for fairness, but find only confusion. Yet the greatest victory is not always found on the scoreboard. Sometimes the victory is simply refusing to stop. That day we were bruised, bloodied, laughed at, kicked, tackled, and completely overwhelmed. We lost our dignity more than once, but we never lost each other. We discovered that courage is not the absence of chaos. It is choosing to stand together in the middle of it. Then something remarkable happened. The very people who had chased us, tackled us, and shouted at us became the people who welcomed us, fed us, and celebrated us. The same hands that caused the chaos became hands of kindness. Life often reminds us that people are more than the worst moments we witness. Behind every label is a human being with a story we may never fully understand. As police officers, we often believe we are entering the world of those who are different from us. We speak of them and us. But as I drove away that day, one question refused to leave my mind. What if we were the 64s and they were the normal ones? Perspective is a powerful teacher. Normal is not always what society tells us it is. Every one of us lives inside a world shaped by our own experiences, struggles, and understanding. Before we judge another person's reality, we should first ask whether we truly understand it. The rugby match ended, but the lesson never did. Life will continue to tackle you when you least expect it. It will knock you into the dirt, leave you bruised and wondering whether the game is worth playing. When that happens, remember this: keep your sense of humor, protect your teammates, never stop seeing the humanity in others, and never allow hardship to harden your heart. Because at the end of every difficult game, the true measure of victory is not how many tries you scored. It is whether you walked off the field a better human being than when you stepped onto it.